New skins? That's pretty neat. I mean, representation isn't a bad thing. Oh. Hanging signs? I suppose that's a cool little extra block for us to use. New wood type? That's neat. Are you gonna show anything else? New gameplay mechanics? New dimension? Camels. Okay. I guess so. I mean, that jump is sort of cool. Alright. Okay, this is where they announce the inventory change. Maybe they'll finish the combat update? Archaeology?
It's almost the end of the show, and we only have the mob vote results left. But let's take a look back at everything we announced today. Bye!
Bye!
Okay, to start this out, I need to say, MinecraftLive was disappointing, to say the least. After the other recent disappointments of Mojang, I suppose we could have expected this. But honestly, it sucks. First, the majority of MinecraftLive isn't even about the update. As a matter of fact, 1.20 was only about 30% of the show. Now that might not inherently matter, but you can observe that a big portion of the people who tuned in were there for the update. But still, just because I don't mind Minecraft Legends, that doesn't mean others don't like it. That's okay. But I think as it was advertised and shown in previous years, Minecraft Live is meant for game updates. Let's talk about the theme of 1.20 itself. There isn't one. They say it's so they can be fluid about what the update is about. But from a developer point of view, I don't know if that's a good idea. There's a point where having a certain broad idea to follow is good to help give focus and more ideas. On the other end, they could use this to finally finish and resurrect old ideas. We can finally see archaeology return, or maybe they can finally finish the combat update, but that's unlikely based off Agnes's next line.
So, for example, this year, we will only show features that have come very, very far in the development process.
I think this was really stupid of them. If they don't have enough confidence to announce most of the update a year in advance, then that is incredibly embarrassing. As we have it now, the 1.20 update only consists of signs, bamboo wood, bookshelves, and camels. And don't worry, I'll get to each of those later. And I know they'll increase the stuff later throughout the update, but my point still stands. As we've seen in the past, Mojang is bad at handling their workload with their deadlines, and this now tells me that they care more about hitting a deadline than implying a decent update. Mojang needs to full out just stop giving themselves deadlines and release it when it's ready. I know deadlines are useful, but clearly Mojang doesn't know how deadlines work and have severely under-delivered on at least one aspect in each of the recent updates. Now we're left with the mob vote. Oh boy, the mob vote. This year actually wasn't that bad. From my knowledge, this year there was no incident of Dreams skewing the votes to an inferior squid. I honestly just hope the sniffer doesn't attack you if you haven't smelled something in 3 days. This year they tried a different voting system and put the polls in Minecraft itself, and I definitely think this is a good idea to make sure that the people who will actually be affected by the vote are the only ones who can vote, and it also brings more voters. But I do miss the multiple rounds of voting, even though usually whoever wins the first round wins anyways. My main point of contention is with the mob itself. I personally voted the sniffer for the chance of getting new seeds, but I can actually imagine a world where there's no new seeds added because Mojang was sure enough to say possibility of new seeds coming to the game. Now I'm positive that the internet would actually blow up if Mojang didn't include new seeds, but the fact that they left it slightly ambiguous is a problem to me. I actually didn't feel that way until Agnes said that, but now that we have no clue what will actually be included in an update, it's an uncomfortable situation. Now let's talk about the content of the update itself. Alright, that's everything. New wood type is pretty neat. I'm surprised it took them this long. And it sounds like they only added it to be more representative, which, I mean, it's just a damn piece of wood in a block game, but who cares? Looks nice. I just hope it's not the exact same as regular wood and it's a 1-to-1 ratio of bamboo to planks. The new bookshelf also feels like they should have been into the game a decade ago. I like the redstone applications of it. Hanging signs, same thing. Should have been here long ago, but it's a nice addition. Maybe they should just call the update the Decade Too Late update. And now, we come to camels, which probably makes me a lot more angry than it should. As they've described it, camels are just another thing that seems like they were only adding it to be more representative, which I honestly don't even understand there. It's an animal. I don't know how much the Middle East would feel more represented by this, but that's not what makes me angry. What makes me angry is the fact that they shouldn't have even made the camel right now, because they have a perfectly good African desert animal that has already been announced and has been waiting in the backlog since 2018. A new mob is never a bad thing, but when they had something such as the meerkat from the 2018 biome vote that's been waiting for 4 years now to be developed, and they instead make a totally different new mob, I think they're just being dumb because they keep promising more and more despite the fact that they can't add 2 measly pixels as an ambient effect. Now I think it's time to talk about what they didn't talk about. No combat fixes. No archaeology. No bundles. I'm aware of the issue they had with those, but people have found solutions for them, and so can a company backed by Microsoft. No biome updates. No birch biome. No fireflies. While some of these were stated to be cancelled in previous events, others weren't. And all of them would be useful additions to the game. Mojang has announced 6 biome updates and promised for all of them to be updated eventually. But they have only updated half of them, and we're coming up on 5 years after the first vote. New content for the game is great, but I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of Mojang. I think they need to make 1.20 be the best update for Minecraft by finally giving us what they promised years ago. I don't care if it takes them 3 years to get it right. Bring us the combat fixes. Bring us the biome updates. Bring us archaeology. Bring back Minecraft. The Better Minecraft Update 1.20. Hashtag Better Minecraft Update. Now that you've seen me complain for 6 minutes, I really recommend you check out this Twitter thread from King B-Dogs, because he answers some of my points, but then there's also some really good points made by others that cement my ideas. I really think Mojang is going about this wrong, and by the looks of it, the community agrees. And hey, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you sticking through my rant. If you want to check out some of my other videos, that'll be greatly appreciated. They're very different from this video, but I hope you can enjoy them all the same. And if you could consider subscribing for updates on the update if I feel like making another video, that too would be great. Anyways, have a fabulous day, and I think I'm gonna go play Stardew Valley. I like Concerned Ape a lot more than Mojang at the moment.